Hello and welcome to Mile High Reefers. I'm Scott Anderson, and I finally got my mandarins. Yes, I've been wanting mandarins for years, but before I got mandarins, I wanted to make sure that I was ready for them and that my tank was ready for them, and that I got the right pair of mandarins. So, me personally, I did a ton of research to make sure that I could keep these fish. Secondly, I made sure my tank was old and mature. This thing's about 1.5 years old now. A little older than that, maybe 1 3/4. And live rock is doing great, and I got tons of copepods. And of course, the mandarins themselves, I wanted mandarins that would eat frozen foods, and I found them. So, come check out what I got. So I've got a pair of green mandarins in the tank. I've got a male and a female, and I believe we're looking at the female right now. It's kind of hard to tell without the front fin up. They're a little different. The male's got a nice spike on the end of the fin. It looks like the same thing on my high fin goby. But I got a pair, a male and a female, because that way I can have two. I love these little fish. They're just the prettiest things. And they're almost like having a hummingbird in your tank. The way these guys move is just the most elegant, beautiful thing. They flap those back fins and they just kind of hover just like a hummingbird, and I love them. The one we're looking at right now is the male, and you can kind of see it on his back, the little straight piece of the fin. That's what tells me he's a male. But I just love these fish. They're just the most gorgeous thing in my tank. I originally went into my LFS and asked them to order me some ORA mandarins that are tank raised, and the reason I wanted tank raised ORA mandarins was that they come in guaranteed to eat mysis shrimp or frozen foods like cyclopes or something like that. And I talked to Aaron, the owner of Animal Attractions, and he told me that he can almost always get wild-caught mandarins to eat frozen foods, and that if I would go that route, it would be significantly cheaper, as the wild-caught mandarins are about 1/3 the price of the ORA mandarins, and that they're also easier to get because ORA doesn't always have mandarins in stock. So I told him to watch for a pair, and when he gets a pair, to call me. And sure enough, he got a pair in, and I came in, I asked them to put some mysis in there so I can watch them eat, and they eat mysis. It's fantastic. I've got a pair of mandarins that eat mysis in my tank, and that is the biggest benefit. So far, after the first week of having these guys, they have taken to life in my tank just perfectly. I have definitely seen them eating mysis as I put it in. I am feeding pretty large quantities because these guys are slow eaters. I want it to kind of settle the bottom and give them a chance to eat. But I've definitely seen them eat. They're eating, and then as you can see right now, they just spend the whole day looking around for copepods and amphipods. And I think in the long run, assuming they don't eat the entire population in there, that that's going to be beneficial to the tank itself in maintaining healthy copepods and amphipods populations. But so far, I'm in love with these guys. They are just the most beautiful things to look at and just as cool to watch in the tank because of the way they move. I really hope they start showing the courting behavior, but so far they're really not very interested in each other. So, thanks for watching this episode of Mile High Reefers. I really appreciate the positive feedback I've been getting lately on my videos, and I'll see you on the next one.